All right, so we've got green lights, everyone. So let's start moving forward. Just double check and see how we're going with connection. Yes, we are connected. Great. Okay, that's cool. Okay, so welcome. We're going to be playing sort of part 3 of our Dwarf Fortress run. I was thinking of playing something different, but I think I'll just keep on going. I've got so many games in my try area. I just haven't got to them, and I should at some point. Anyway, let's just keep on going. We're going to be continuing on playing the half evil Volcano, because half of it is evil and half of it's not. Half it's animating and the other half is not as well. We've got a lot to do. We've sorted out a lot of things. Let's just go across. I'm getting the Legend browser up, so I'll do that one right now. I've actually upgraded this one to the latest version of Legend browser. I wonder if I should actually go through how to do all the stuff that I do in terms of, setting up a game. No, maybe not. Maybe not now. It's sort of what I do is I export the legends out using maybe I will. Maybe I'll just go through. The thing I like to do with the game is I've got my basic Dwarf Fortress game in there. That's just a stock standard. I am playing on the new beta version of it, so it's the latest version. Sometimes there's little bugs that come in with that particular version. So anyway, we're playing with that one through there. I've also got DF Hack installed, which if you just go into your Steam library, so let's just do a summary of the critical things that you want. Even if you're an absolute beginner, this is still really, really valuable to actually do it this way. So just go across into the store and just do if you bought Dwarf Fortress, so you've got that one sort of installed. You don't have to play the beta, but you can if you're wanting to. Just type a search in for DF Hack, and there it is there, which is it's a Dwarf Fortress modding engine. This makes your life so much easier than it's such a positive addition to the base game. I really can't recommend it highly enough. It does so much, and it's an absolute must-have, particularly if you are a new player, because it's going to make life so much easier for you in so many different areas, just because of the automation and so on and so forth. So make sure you've got this installed as well. And so when you've got that installed, it sort of just interrupts the flow. You don't have to run this and Dwarf Fortress. It just runs itself. So what you should find is that when we go back in and go into Dwarf Fortress, once you've actually installed DF Hack, it's very, very simple. You just install it, and there it is. It's going to come up with DF Hack in the corner. And there's so much we see in what this thing does that is exactly that. We then generate a world. Now you can sort of I've got world settings that are available on my kofi.com/tactic page if you are wanting the extra evil stuff that I've actually got. But if you just want to run a base game, you essentially just generate the world, and then don't start the game straight away, because the easiest way to then get the legends, which is really, really cool to be able to then have a look at things, is to go and start a new game in an existing world. So you basically come out after you create your world, save it, but then come back out again into this particular area. So we'll just go in. I've got a couple in through here, for example. One that I've actually saved for legends. You can actually then go and save a different version of the game and then retire that fortress and then get the legends out of that one if you're wanting to do it. But if we just go into here, for example, as an example, we're just going to go in. Now it's going to ask me how do I want to play this particular one. Now we can play it. Ultimately, there'll be 3 different ways. And at the moment, there's only 2 ways that we can play it, but there will be 3. And one of them is Adventure Mode, which is coming in April. Actually, I now don't know if Adventure Mode will come in April. I've got a funny feeling it's going to be pushed back. I don't think it's ready. I'm reading between the lines from what I'm hearing. But you want to go into Legends Mode. Before you start playing the Fortress, you want to go into Legends Mode. It will then load in Legends Mode. Now, you don't have to go and have a look at all the way through different Legends Mode you can see through there, but it's got Control-D. Also export DF Hack Extended Legends data is on. Now, this is, again, where DF Hack, whenever you see Control-D, that's pretty much just a DF Hack command. If I go Control-D, and you can see there it's now turning it to off, Control-D, and it's just going to then put it back to on again. And so when I export the XML from here, it's going to also include all the extras that DF Hack also wants to package up, which is fine. So all you do is you just basically go and export that. It just exports all this massive file into where the game is saved, which you don't have to do anything about. At that point, you can then access the legends by using the XML export. So that's all you have to really worry about. So you don't have to concern yourself with trying to check things out. One thing it doesn't do, by the way, there's no way at this stage of exporting out maps. I think that will come when adventure mode does eventually come. Probably then have the ability to then export the maps out, and that will then make it even Legends mode even more interesting. Just go and click on done because we're finished there. Once you've got that gone from there, I'll just go and quit out and just show you what you then can go down and just look for Legends browser. And we're using version 2 point whatever it might be of Legends browser. So at this stage, it's 2.06. It will just do a Google for Dwarf Fortress Legends browser. You'll find a GitHub site. Just download the zip file, extract it. It's only a single file inside the zip, and then just run it. So don't run it from within the zip. Just run it from outside the zip. What this one then does is this one just goes through and actually tries to. If it can't find where it thinks that things are, like in this case, it finds all of the different Legends XML files that were available, and the one that we're playing in this particular run through is the one that we did a few days ago. So it's this one through here, where region 4, and that's just we don't have to know anything other than that's the one that we're using. So I'm just going to go and click on that one. It will then load in the XML. It's a big file, and this becomes like a web browser of the actual of the Legends. Let that one come through. All right, so I've got that one there. I don't know what that one is. So that's another version of it that we had there before. So that's now the Legend browser of all the things that have happened in the world. Like literally hundreds of thousands, if not millions, of different events are now sort of all listed in here. And we can then go and use this to search for people that we come across or whatever else it might be, and we can get the backstory. It's only saved up until when we save the Legends. If we play for like 10 years of game time and things happen in that 10 years, we'll have to then go and create another save of the Legends, which means we have to then sort of do that a different way, which I won't cover in here. But that's essentially, this is now where we are. You've got all your different civilizations. You can sort of, the world map doesn't exist yet, but it will come. It was there in the free version of the game. It will come back, I'm sure of it, as soon as there's a way to export those out, which at this point in time there's not. But this allows you to go and search for sites, the history of sites, identities, constructions, art forms, written contents, all sorts of different things are all stored in here. The years, you can go and have a look at it year by year with all the different events that occurred every single year, which is really, really cool. Hi, Sleep Derp, how are you going? So the Boyish Confederacy sounds wrong. It does, doesn't it? It does indeed. And we've got collections. These are like abductions, battles, beast attacks. So you can see there's been over 3,200 abductions. So what's that? About 10 abductions per year on average. But it's these are like wars, thefts, all sorts of different things that have happened in the 300 years of the history that we did generate. Just go back to civilization. So yeah, that was a human one, wasn't it? The Boyish Confederacy. There we go. So yeah, and this is the actual events. And so it starts off with the sites. These are the sites. So Spatterbrave is where they started. So the Boyish Confederacy founded Spatterbrave, and then they also founded Tender Cloister, Wait Joyous, and through this other side in the year 3, Watchrays, and then they've got a whole lot of other things. This is quite a big group. So they've been going across, and this is all their sites that they've now got. So they've been sort of just growing and growing across the map. Members, these would be the actual, the different people with the different, like a lot of these will have died, of course. Some of them won't. But there's a whole, these are all the different people, the figures that have had something to do with the history of the group. The groups inside the group, so this is the group of Shelter, the Coalition of Oracles. So these are the different site governments from each of the different sites, but there should also be hidden ones as well. No, they're all just sites. You can sort of, oh, here we go. The Circular Council, and then we've got the Council of Hayes, a human migratory group of the Boyish Confederacy. Sort of, it's like a Baden-Powell type thing, and then the wars that they've been involved in. And so from 99 until 100, the War of Fury. So the enemy attacking the eviscerating Midnights, which is a goblin site government. from 134 to 144, so 10 years. The Fierce War, again attacking a goblin government. 172, the Conflict of Lashes, defending against a group of elves. The elves attacked 4 times within a 10-year period, 11-year period. And so they're all the different sorts of things that then actually happened. And again, they then attacked more of the goblin governments over time, including up until just 3 years ago, sort of what actually happens there. So everything is sort of like, that's why I like to have these things out, because you can then just get your little backstories, which are, I find really, really fun to sort of see what's going on. Go back to the Legends browser, just back to the default there. So we'll keep that one open so we can sort of see what's going on. And we can minimize that one. Let's go back into Dwarf Fortress and we'll just get started. Now, a lot of the things that of course happen in the Legends browser we're not going to know about, so it's sort of outside of our area. Now we are playing this one here, the Momentous Universe, I think. I think that's the one. Yeah, 301. That's where we're up to. Overbridges is the place that we're actually stored at. In we go. In we go. In we go. So we've had to do a few different things in here, and we're now just trying to build our way up. We're a long way behind in certain things. We've been able to get on top of other bits and pieces, but we have a lot of work to do just in terms of securing the site. So let's just go and have a bit of a look and see what we actually have. So you can see that this is elevation 33. Let's just go back up to the top of the fortress. So this is the above area, just as a bit of a summary. We do actually have a floor hatch out through here, which is unlocked, but this is really nothing much in through this other side. Now it's we've got this is a bobcat corpse, mangled corpse. Now the bobcat corpse was an undead bobcat. Now we did have to go out. Our military went out and smashed it basically. So we did manage to kill it off. We have to be careful of the undead though, because I don't know if there's any more wandering around. Other merchants, wild animals, like we've got a troll, buck rabbit, magma crab, more merchants back in through here as well. There's wild animals. Now these are just kangaroos and kias as well. These aren't undead, and so if we just go and have a look at where these actually are, they've wandered into the biome which is undead. So there may be others floating around where they are, but they've come in off an edge of the map that is not an undead, not a reanimating biome, but they still could be a danger. But if they were undead, they'd be a much bigger danger. So anyway, that's fine. And then back over here, this is the volcano. So we've sort of got like an open top to the volcano, which sort of runs through the middle there, and down to the bottom through here, which this is our layer there. That's the top of the volcano right there. And then we've got, then we go under the magma. And so we've got the volcano right close to us. Now, when we go down through here, we've got it going down just through some areas, which will ultimately, when we finish trading with the traders have come through, but the only way through is to go along this corridor at this stage, through a door there which is unlocked, up through here, which this area here is also unlocked at this stage, and then back out around. This is where the caravan has to then go down through this little hatch, and then down to where the actual trade areas actually are. So we've got like a bit of a trade area down through this other side. We do want to be trading with them, but we don't have much to trade with them just yet. So we're going to have to sort of set that one up in this episode as well, actually. So I think we're going to have to. We need to get a broker. There's a fair few things actually we need to do with our nobles, so maybe we'll talk a lot about that in this episode. So Charles Lenny is saying, what's the best way to ensure large populations of skilled goblin invaders? Just longer world generation? No, not so much. It happens slowly, and the way it actually happens is, I don't know if you can. We probably won't be able to see it yet. This is the created wealth. So when we hover over the word outpost or any of these things over this other side, we get a little pop-up that goes through what the created wealth of the of our actual civilization is. So you need two things. You need to have goblins that are close to where you are. So when you're starting off a game, you need to make sure that they're within 2 days march of where you are. And so I always look to see what's close, because I want to make sure the goblins are close so that we do get invaded eventually. But when you hover over the actual outpost at the top there, you'll see created wealth, and it says you need a broker with the appraisal skill. A bookkeeper helps with trade information, and you need a broker with the appraisal skill in through there as well. So, sorry, that was for trade information. So we need to get a broker and a bookkeeper to find out what the created wealth of the fortress is. The created wealth is everything we build, everything, all the furniture that we install. And so the bigger the fortress becomes in terms of its perceived wealth, the more of a threat the more of a threat it's perceived to be for the goblins. They then want to come and raid it. And so the bigger the wealth, the bigger the army that will come to invade. So that's sort of what happens. But they have to be close enough for that to actually happen. And so I think if we go through and have a look at the world map, if we just go and center on our fort is actually, where is our fort? There. So this is our fort through here, the Dwarven Fortress of Overbridges. And so we needed to start with goblins like these guys. These are the elves have taken over these pits. There's still some goblin pits there as well. So goblins can still raid us, but they've got to also be big enough for that to happen as well. It's sort of funny because the elves have taken over a lot of these dark goblin pits. So there's still some goblins back over here. We're not at war with them yet. If anything's red, we'll then sort of get to see it. But there's blue means it's sort of like like the friendly area that we're from. There's a lot of goblins down this way. They may be almost too far. No, they should still be okay in terms of getting close enough to us. So it looks like, for example, in this case, the Dark Elven Pits of Borley, so that would have been something where the elves would have taken that one over. We can, again, just have a look at the histories to see what's going on with each of these sites. Every site has got its own history. We've got towers there, the Dwarven, so this will sort of also be undead that will come. But we do have a few goblin areas, but there's only like less than 10, about 50 population there at Plague Taper. So there's not a hell of a lot of goblins super close. They've suffered a little bit at the hands of the elves. So the elves have sort of pushed them back out a little bit. So the elves are friendly at this stage. So that makes it interesting. There could still be goblins there, but they're under the control of the elves, is what we're sort of seeing through these different areas. But anyway, that's sort of but when you start, you want to be sort of close to goblins. Hi, Super Mew Kitty Cat, saying the fortress, you need to build a bathroom. Yeah. And Charles is in saying, I can choose decent locations and export large quantities of wealth, but the skill level of the invaders always seems mediocre. That has been changed. There was a bug, or not a bug, but more just a coding anomaly, where they didn't didn't bring trolls with them. Until now. So grab the beta version of the game and you'll should find, and we haven't had one come, but one of the things they did change was to make it so that they do actually now bring trolls with them when they're going to be invading forts. So you do have to cater for goblins with trolls, and that should make things a little bit more tricky for you. Super Mew Kitty Cat saying, why don't you dig a trench and fill it with water? Can goblins pass over water? If they've got the swimming ability, and some will have that, they can. They've also got a climbing ability. So water is good-ish at stopping things, but things can still swim over it. So yes, you can do that. So you can certainly make a moat. It's a good way to finish off units as well. Like if you end up with an area, if you do have water available, to be able to build a moat that then can then be drained, and you can then go in and get all of the loot that's left over from attacking forces. So you definitely can do that. All right, let's continue on. We'll just go click on done. So we will need to trade. Now, as far as the nobles are concerned, at the moment we're still in a hybrid situation where we've got certain things happening back up the top here, where everyone's just congregating around this particular area. We've got a lot of building we have to do in this one. So if we just start to go down, this is our central staircase. And ultimately this will be the main way in and out of the fortress. So you slipped up saying, why water moat when there's a lava moat available? Well, it'll destroy the equipment. That's why you probably don't want the lava moat. Lava moat is is forever, basically. So it can be a problem. Yeah, Lenny, so it makes me nervous to have dwarves skilled in dodging, fighting near water. Yes, absolutely. They can jump anywhere. Anyway, this is the main staircase, so we'll just sort of have a look down through the staircase. And as we go back down, so we go past, again, this is locked away at this stage. We've got a lot that we have to do, but we're a long, long way down. Now, this area through here, I knew that there must be a underground layer somewhere, and I just couldn't find it. So I ended up sort of looking in different places. But at the bottom of this one, we actually do have, a long, long way down, a troll, which is a long, long way down. And I will be wanting to get rid of him. So the troll is down in here. So he somehow jumped from this area. Somehow he made his way up into the, from this layer into there. I don't know what happened there, but anyway, that's what actually did happen. So so we've got that one through there. We've got a wild rabbit, which is a bit annoying. He keeps on sort of just sort of being a bit of a pain in the ass. So we're going to have to sort of deal with him a little bit as well at some point. The what else is there? This is only a very, very low level. So I've built my farms down this way. So we've got our farming built. The as we sort of go back down deeper, that's pretty much the bottom of the fortress. And I've just put an area down through here where we've got the horses and things, and we've blocked all this off. There's no way for anything to sort of break in. The water, we've actually now created a cistern in the last one where we've got like a deep well in through there, where we can then open this floodgate. At the moment it's closed, but we can open this floodgate and then open this one up so that we end up with a situation where the units can, sorry, we've got a well there essentially. So this has to become the central part of the fortress, and we've got, as I say, this guy is right there. So I need to kill that one off, and it's too strong for me to take on with my military. So I'm thinking I'm going to try to do it with a little bit of magma. I'll have to think about the best way of doing that. We'll probably you'll probably just get like a small amount of magma to go into, like just be dribbled into the actual into the location. It's so far away that he doesn't come up the staircase. But what I want to do is I want to have everything ready to go eventually. The other things we've got down our staircase is everything is now being built down in around the location. This is going to be workshops. Then we're going to have storehouse in through there, another storehouse in through there as well. Bedroom layer there, another bedroom layer in through here. So we've got a whole lot of different sorts of bedroom layers that we've now got. This is the well, so this is where we built that well. It's the only water source we actually have. Very, very important to us. And this will then become the hospital. Now, the evil biome extends out to here. So I've got to be careful I don't have anything that can die close to this one. We also need to have like a meeting hall. And so we're going to be building that. We've got the workshops, storehouse. We're building out through here again, which is going to ultimately be, this is going to be our meeting area. So we've sort of got our guys mining away in through here. There's nothing much we can do at this point in time. What I'm going to do though is I'm going to build a table and a chair here, because this will be the most of the people will come through this area once they're done. So let's just go and get things ready for the nobles, which we're going to need to have in the actual fortress itself. So I'm just going to go across into our build queue. I think I've got some furniture. I've got, I just need a single table. Place that one through there. We do have a few in through here. By the way, if you've got DF hack again, you can just go into, you can go and change this one and turn it on the planner, which allows you to then just to sort of plan, even though you may not have things built. So we'll just get one of these. So that's yes, we've got a throne that has been allocated in for that particular location. What we'll now do is we'll just go into our. Now we do actually have in the group that came, there was a couple of people who were pretty good at things like bookkeeping. So let's go and go to our nobles, which is back over through here. This is the nobles and administrators. And so again, the things we need in through here to check out the created wealth, we need to have a broker and a bookkeeper. And for the trade information, we need a broker as well. Back in through here, these sort of stocks, we're not going to get accurate views of stocks until we get a bookkeeper as well. And so a lot of the things won't really work until we get a bookkeeper. And the bookkeeper just needs a tiny little office. They don't need anything too great. So what we have already is we've got the expedition leader. We started off with a militia commander to be in control of the militia that we actually have in the fortress. So only got 3 members of the military at this point in time. The sheriff, when we get bigger, we'll put one of them in. The hammerer is the one who deals out the justice. Manager, we don't need that just yet. Actually, we do sort of. Actually, we need the manager. I can actually have a manager broker. So the broker uses their appraisal skills to allow you to see the value of items in the fortress. They are also the default negotiator for visiting merchants, and then with the bookkeeper as well. So the manager, we need all 3 of those. They can all just be one person. So let's go ahead and grab probably the broker role. So we'll just go in and have a look and see. So we've got a few people who have come through. So Headmaster Gary Oak. Oh, by the way, I've pinned an area at the top of the chat. Just if you go there, you can just sort of leave a name and it'll randomly choose. When we do actually name characters, we'll get it from there. So this one here, the headmaster is a blacksmith, but he's also a skilled negotiator, competent persuader, competent judge of intent, competent intimidator, competent liar, competent conversationalist, talented flatterer, adequate comedian, and a competent consoler as well. So really quite a good person in terms of being able to do things. Then we've got the Gretchen, who also came in the last lot of people. Accomplished comedian, talented persuader, talented flatterer, and talented consoler. So we start to see who can do what. Then we actually have the woodcutter that came as well, Mr. Guy, Big Guy McBiceps. He's got a novice intimidator. Yeah, so he's just a novice at different things. And then the actual expedition leader that came with the fortress, Kaza, is just a novice judge of intent and a novice negotiator. So really, we only really have one option here, which is going to be the headmaster. So Headmaster Gary Oak is going to become our broker. He is also then, because of what he does, now the broker doesn't have any requirements in through here, doesn't need anything. So they've got there's no demands at all with any of the equipment that they actually that they need, or any of the offices or anything like that. We go to bookkeeper though, and we'll just go and get now this is a competent record keeper. I think we'll still just get Headmaster Gary Oak. Yeah, we do have a competent record keeper here, Gretchen. Let's just right-click for a second and try the manager role. And this is a woodcutter, the competent. I don't want to have different ones. Yeah, there's Gretchen there again, novice organizer. All right, let's put Gretchen in charge of those, because the broker can still just be the broker, and that's going to be fine. And then the Gretchen can then just be the manager bookkeeper. So we'll put Gretchen in both of those roles. Now you'll notice that there's now a red area through here. He needs a meagre study. So that's one thing we have to do. We'll just go to the bookkeeper, get Gretchen in there as well. So Gretchen is now doing both of those. And so in this instance, we need to have a meagre study for what his requirements actually are, which is exactly why we're building what we need. He doesn't need anything else. He does need the study. Now, in terms of what we can then go and build, this little area through here, this will become his office. And so if we just go back across, yeah, we're not going to be able to do anything. Let's just wait until that's been built. We'll just unpause. So someone will come down. Still got a lot of things we have to build in through here. Now this is going to be towards the top of the fortress. And we'll just wait. It's raining sort of like a bit of slime outside, so we're trying to keep everyone from the outside. Keep them away. We've got one very, very angry dwarf, so we do need to sort of get all of this stuff sorted fairly soon. And there's Gretchen actually putting the tables and chairs down. There we go. That's good. So this will be his office anyway. comes the table. Awesome. It's David S. Pumpkin, Dwarven Child, just helping out. So this is a throne. We've got the table there as well. We have to now create like an area for the actual office itself. So, and because it's only it has to be a meager study, we don't have to do anything with dressing this up at all. So we just go across into the zones, and we make it into an office, and we then just go and click into those two areas. So this is going to be click in the play area to paint the zone, accept. And so this is just going to be an unnamed office. I'm just going to call this one the bookkeeper office, or just manager. So that will be the manager, and then we assign essentially someone to it. So the assignment is going to ultimately be Gretchen. There we go. So Gretchen has been assigned to it. Yeah, that must be his wife, I'm guessing. But that's his office that's now been assigned to it. And so now he has an office. If we go back to our noble screen, we now see tick tick, everything is working. He needs a meager study. He's got himself a meager study, and so he can now start to do his job, and that will then sort of work out fairly well. I think there's a way to auto-fill different positions, but we'll see what happens. I think we'll be okay. All right, so just keep on unpausing and let things develop. So he'll come down, he'll kick the kids off the table and start going to work. Nothing much we can do until he actually comes in. Let's, here he comes, get off the table, stop playing. Now he's actually now in a position where he can now start to do things. So let's go and start to just see what else we've got established. We're still trying to get things in through here. I'm going to do most of the standard. Actually, one thing I do want to do is have an up-down stair halfway through. So let's just go and do that. We'll just go and designate. Yep, so it'll go from there to there. Yep, that's good. And there as well. All right, that will then allow me to then just have staircases that can then go into the storerooms. Now we're going to have other storerooms as well down this other way as well, so I probably should start to get these done as well. Yeah, look, I'll do it from both angles. I don't know what I'll use for these just yet. I'll just make sure that that's where we are. Just so we got them in place. And then that will end up going into storage areas. There's a lot for these guys to work on. Now we're going to have more accurate numbers. Okay, let's go and start to, we should have a lot of mugs and things we can then go and sell. We're not going to have a lot we can do here, but we'll just go in and we'll move goods to and fro from the depot. We don't want to be moving any of those things in. None of those. Beds. Blocks. These aren't worth a hell of a lot. Buckets, cages, chains, cloth, crutches, doors, floodgates. You've got one of those. Worth 50. We'll sell that one. Footwear we don't want. goblets. We've got a heap of these. So I think we'll just go and grab all of these. And I'll bring them in individually. These are, you know, they're worth a little bit. The obsidian's worth a lot more. Let's bring those in. Orthoclase is only worth 10. There's a good quality one, a few good quality ones worth 40. So there's a bit there, actually, that's not too bad. The hatch covers, they're not worth a lot. Logs, they're not worth much at all. Mechanisms, worth a bit, that's not too bad. Rough gems, I'll just keep them, we'll make use of them ourselves. Stones we don't need. Tables, nope. Thread, thrones and tools, which we don't want to have any of that stuff. Okay, that'll do us. Alright, so that's all done. Yep, sort by value. Yep, so move trade goods, that'll do. Actually, that's I won't worry about that one so much. But that way we should actually end up having, if you just go to moving, yeah, 64 items are now going to be going in there. So let's just wait for them to, everyone will now start to move them across as well. Then we'll do some selling. So all the mugs are just going to all be placed on this side of the trade area. We need to get the headmaster in there as well. He's bringing items to the depot. Let's just keep it going. Still waiting for 50 items. Bring them all in. We'll sell them all off. Actually, we've got a bit there to sell, which is good. So just wait. I love this as well. This is DF hack again. Sort of just getting in the middle here to give you information. Now, what's this one? Your fortress is out of food. Aha. Try building a butcher shop and slaughtering some livestock. Perhaps you can gather plants, fruits, or go fishing. So the food, yeah, we've got seeds. I'm going to have to fix that one up. I might just do that now, actually. If we just go across, I'll leave that one there. Yep, fortress out of. This is a major problem. So what it comes down to is essentially the policy that we have for our food. Now, we don't actually have any kitchens yet, which is one of the problems we actually end up having. Ultimately, I'm going to be building the kitchens probably on this layer here by the time we sort of get going, I'm thinking. Maybe even something down in here as well. I'll have to think about that one, the way that we do this. But the trouble we have is we're just eating everything at this stage. So we are getting seeds, but we're not sort of storing the actual food. So we're growing things. There is some food in through here, but not a hell of a lot. I don't really want to slaughter the animals at this stage. You can get saying too bad you cannot add an evil taskmaster, yeah, with like a whip to make them work faster. Yes. Yeah, no, they just do their own thing, unfortunately. So, God, the food, it's almost like we're eating the seeds. And so I need to stop that from happening, and that should be a DF hack command. If we open up, go Control-Shift-D, it then opens this one up. And I'll just type in the word seed watch. So manages seed and plant cooking based on seed stock levels. So unlike brewing and other types of processing, cooking plants does not produce a usable seed. By default, all plants are allowed to be cooked. This often leads to the situation where dwarves have no seeds left to plant crops because they cooked all the relevant seeds. So each seed type can be assigned to a target stock amount. So we're going to have to buy food here from these guys, I think, is really what this is telling us to do. So if we go and look at seed watch status, so if I just type the word status, status, so it's disabled, and usable seed counts current targets. We've got 10 of 30 sweet pods, nearly mushroom plump helmets, and grass wheat caves as well. So we've got 44 total seeds, which is what we see through here. So we'll just go back to Seed Watch again. Seed Watch. Oh, hang on, that's disabled. Just type of word help. Yeah, so that will then just bring it back. So, manage seed and plant usage. So enable Seed Watch. Starts managing the seed. By default, all types with watch are a target of 30, but you can adjust the list. Yeah, so we can probably do that one. So we'll go Seed Watch, and then we'll set the target for 60 for the plump helmets. So we'll actually, this wasn't the problem. We just ran out of food. We literally didn't have any food left over because we've been doing so much stuff. We've run out of the food that we took with us. So we'll enable Seed Watch. This is just a nice way of managing the seeds. Now there's examples down through here. So it's now enabled, and it says Seed Watch mushroom helmet plump 50. So I'm going to set that mine to 60. So Seed Watch. There is a GUI for this actually. Let's just try that one. A graphical user interface. Seed Watch. What is that one going to show us? Yeah, so we can do it through here. This just by having the graphic interface. It's now enabled. The target for all is 30. For the plump helmets, should be able to click on it, and the target I should be able to then change that to 60. Delete. Yep, 60. Oops, hang on. Backspace. I'll just make it so that we've got a target of 60 seeds of them. So we'll just go enter. So that now puts them at 60. So we can sort of change what we're looking for in through here when we use the GUI. This is an easy way to do it actually than using the actual command. So this one here is just a graphical user interface that then it responds to the other bits and pieces. But it is enabled. It's not going to help us because we're already planting all the seeds anyway. Other things we're going to need to do is we're going to need to get a door in here, and this is going to be where we put the seeds anyway. So we'll actually just go, while we're here, I might as well just start to add all these different bits and pieces in. Just go to doors. And so that will then, and this one here will then just be a stockpile. Accept, and this will be a food stockpile because that's what seed is. Yep, so food stockpile, I'll just call it a seed stockpile. And enter, or escape. If I go to custom, we then see it's got food, and what I want to do is I want to make sure that I have most things decent. If I just go to none, in through this other side, and we just want to go down to where there's seeds. And we're then going to turn on the underground seeds. Now there is nothing much in there that we can actually sort of go and do. So we just have to go through everything that's going to be used for underground. So this is where we're going to store these. So we've got blueberry. Yeah, this is all. Now there should be something in the seas. Cave wheat seeds, we want those. Yeah, most of these are dimple cup. We'll get those down this way as well. Finger lime. God, it's so detailed, this game. And what else have we got? There was an L. Nope, not seeing it there. There's a lot of those pigtails. We want those down in here. Plump helmet, that's 4 or 5. What else is there? Sweet pods is the only other one, I think. Sweet pod seeds. That should be everything. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and that's it. Yeah, so there's only 5, I think. So that's done. So that will be just for seeds down through this other side, which will be nice. So we'll leave that one where that is. And as far as the food situation is concerned, we've run out of food, and it's just because we haven't been able to grow our own properly yet, but that will come fairly soon. So let's just keep on going back to the trade and just sort of see how we go. Still waiting on 37 items. Let's just wait for all this to come. So we'll buy food from these guys. Yeah, Slurp Derp is saying rabbit is a nuisance. Yeah, we'll probably have to go and trap it, I think. We'll get someone to sort of work as a trapper. But probably want to lock everyone inside if that's the case. 20 items now. Just wait for them all to move in. And then we'll do I think we'll actually go and... yeah, still bringing items to the depot as well. Okay, you can now do broker requested at the depot. So he'll actually just go and... he's bringing an item to the depot there again as well. Only got a handful of items. There he goes. He's now waiting. Just wait for the others to come in. So he's now just talking, getting ready. Still 5 items to come. 2, 1, done. Right. Okay. So we can now just go and start the trade with the actual caravan. And again, DF Hack makes this a lot easier to do. I'll just grab myself a quick drink of water. Tina is saying, hey Daz, I rage quit just about 2 after experiencing the amazingness of fuel tankers. They still don't work properly. I thought they had fixed all that. I mean, I haven't had a problem with them for a long time. All right, so we've got someone asleep in here as well. But anyway, let's just go into trade. So we're going to need to make sure that we get a lot of food, just so to supplement what we actually have. So we have a lot that we can actually then go and do through here. We're seeing like the actual full value now of everything back over to the other side. Let's just go through to get the things that we know that we must have. Now they've got a turkey hen. I'm going to want to get that one. And a guinea cock. I don't really need that one as such, but the turkeys are good. So it would be good to get hold of those. Now, it's not the ale that we need, it's the actual food. So we'll come back for those. Silver battle axe, copper short sword, bronze spears and things would sort of be useful. Vests, bronze shield, nice and cheap. An iron helmet for 100. It's a bit much for us to get all this stuff. Bags. Now we've got rock nut bags. It's for 100. That would be handy. And yeah, we don't need. This is all nice to have. Dimple cup is like makes dimple die. I don't need that, so I'm not going to bother getting those. Quick lime. Yeah, we do have rock nuts. Yeah, the one at the top was rock nuts, wasn't it? Yeah, that's rock nuts as well, but it cost 100. Let's throw both of those in. Now this is 1,000 for the cloth, so I'm not going to be able to do anything with that one there. Another 1,000 for cloth, 1,000 for cloth there. Leather, only 90 for the leather. Yeah, we could make use of that possibly. Cloth bin, 1,000 again. Another cloth bin, another cloth bin. Too much. The scepters, we don't really need those so much. Steel bolts, we won't worry about those. Iron anvil for another 100. This is the meat and stuff. This is where we can sort of start to get food. This is all food that we can then go and grab, which is relatively cheap. I think I'm just going to grab all of the plump helmets because we can eat them directly. It's nice and simple. The quarry bush leaves. This is all cheap. Leaves and fruit. Thread is always good for us to get. Yeah, let's just get a couple of those. Greaves I won't worry about. Things like the cheese and that would be great. Let's just see what we have if we just go and add in everything that we've got. What's the total amount that we actually end up having? So just the mugs and stuff. So we've got about 1,000. Now we should be able to get close to 1,000. We should be able to get around about 900 odd. So we've still got about 400 left. Let's just grab a few of these. Now this is now changing to yellow, so it's not quite. Yeah, when it's green, it means that it's a no-brainer. They'll go for it. But when it turns to yellow, it's probably a bit less of what they would be wanting. I think that's. I'm not going to be greedy, but I think that will do us. Get a lot of food, so that's going to sort out our food situation. There's nothing else there that we really needed badly. So everything else is looking pretty good there. So we've got all that sorted. Yeah, I think that works actually. This all works. So I'm happy with that. We'll give them a healthy profit. So we'll just go and trade. Sure you want to trade the selected goods? Yes, enter. And so we've now sold everything, and then they've got other things. And so Dodoc seems pleased with the trading. That's good. We want to keep them on side. So just right click, and we no longer need the no trader needed at the depot. So we've got that one in through there. This is all the stuff that we then just picked up, and we're going to move the goods to and fro the to and from. So if we just go back across, that's the sort by distance, sort by value. That should all be okay, I think. That's everything, I think. So we'll just go and send all this back. Oh, hang on, no, that's saying we want to bring it in. No, this isn't what we want to do. Where's the from? That's okay. Yeah, that's all right. Just leave it where that is. Okay, so anyway, they'll come and pick up the stuff from in here, I guess, once it's all sort of finished. Yeah, move goods to and fro. That's if we do go back into cheese. Yeah, that will keep it there, which we don't want to do. So they'll just move that one across. So we're not storing anything else there. So that's actually fine. Okay, that's good. We've got got a whole lot of stuff that's actually in there. That's excellent. I don't think we have to move it back. They'll do it automatically. Eventually, says Jason. Yes. So just slipped up saying, did this update fix the need to sometimes disassemble the trade depot? I haven't had to do that, so I'm not sure what that would be in relation to. That hasn't been a problem at all with what I've had to do. Yep. So cancels planting. Weather is cleared. Yep. So we have run out of food, but we've now just bought a heap of food. That'll keep us going for quite some time. Let's get back downstairs and just wait for them to build all this stuff. Really need this area here built. I mean, there's a lot that we are building. I think what I might do here is just block this off for a minute. Let them dig all that bit of it out. They haven't finished this yet either. And we do need to figure out what to do with this one, but I just need to get everyone else mining. Yeah, it's running a bit of slime again outside. The obsidian's worth an awful lot. So we've got a lot of it, so we're going to be able to build all sorts of special things out of the obsidian. There goes the headmaster. So everyone's still just sort of working away in the fields. Yep, it's just an empty barrel at this stage. They'll bring the seeds down eventually. Now the two miners should really be, didn't seem to be working properly before. Let's just make it so that they only do that job. Yeah, for whatever reason this doesn't always work out the way that we expect it to. Let's just check and see what else is going on. Nothing undead, that's good. Oh, some migrants have arrived. They've come in from this other side. So we've got Dishmab the Dyer. Okay. And we have Obok Figurbows, the weaponsmith. So we've got some good people for when we do get building, starting to build the army up. It's going to be good, actually, I think. So we've got two of them there. Anyone else coming in? Yeah, here we come. So we've got a bone doctor. Excellent. That's great. Was that it? Just the three of them? Looks like it was. Okay, so let's just go across and name those. I'll come through. Let's go to the Legends browser and set up. Now what I need to do is just move this off for a second and I'll just go and set this one up. Just bear with me while I set this one up. Okay, so where we got the chooser. Right, here we go. So I'll just bring it back. So that's just going to be the names that we end up getting. So now Graz and Virel, did we do that one before? I'll leave this off to the side and I'll just pick them in. I sort of forgot what we who we had. Yes, the names should all be. They should all be okay. Yep, so we had Grasden Virel before. Vorik Stonebeard we don't have. So that will be the Dyer. Vorik Stonebeard. That one's done. Next one is the weaponsmith is going to be Barbers. Now we had already had a Barbers. So John of Slick. There we go. So John of Slick. And then we've got the bone doctor. Having a bone doctor is really useful, actually. So you can sort of set bones and do things like that. So this will become our chief medical dwarf. I don't think there's anyone else that's close enough to that one. So this will be Slurpy Derpy. We don't have any other one else that's with that name, I don't think. It's Slurpy. Slurpy Derpy, the bone doctor. Done. All right, so they're all just going to come through. I'll just go back and set these back over here. And here we go. Yeah, they're vomiting as they go because they've been caught in this terrible weather. So they're quite ill on the way through. In you get, guys. Come on. This is one of the troubles with starting off in an evil biome. You end up with all sorts of horrible things going on. All right, so they're in. And they're, of course, going to cause a bit of a mess with everything. There we go. So we're getting different things in through this other side. Now the hen, we're going to need to get that one sorted as well. I'll probably end up with that happening down. I think F6 I've got things towards the bottom. F7, F8. No, I don't have those. So F6 is as far down as we go. So they're coming in, washing themselves off. So this is Vorik Stonebeard, all three of them basically, Slurpy Derpy and Sir John of Slick. So they've just come in and washed themselves off at the well, which is great. That'll make them feel a little bit healthier. And now she's going to clean up, is she? Good on you. This is going to be her hospital anyway at some point. Okay, so they're still building up the areas for the hospital, which is great. Now, how are they going with the other areas? It's not really enough yet. They'll get there eventually. I might block this other area off. And we'll figure out what to do with it. Hang on, did I not? I did do that. That's strange. Oh, I set this one up. I'll just go back down that way again. And I'll just go across and just paint those two in. That'll do. Excellent. So this is the hospital is sort of is becoming good. Now we're a long way off being able to really do anything with that just yet, but at least we've got it ready for when things do start to go bad. I might start. Do we have, I don't know if we've got a lot of people. If we just go back up to F2. Yeah, there's a lot of people just hanging around with nothing to do here. Let's give them some work to do because it's not fair with everyone else just doing all the work. So we're just getting down to F6 again. And we'll just get them to start smoothing the rock in these areas. And inside this area as well, we do want to have pretty much the whole area in the hospital smoothed as well to make it so that it's comfortable. I can leave the areas going off that one without any real problems. So it'll give them something to do. Good. Okay, so we're now going to start to build the proper areas back into here. Now, as far as the bedroom layer is concerned, I think what I'll do is I will actually just build a small area off here, and then ultimately we'll just go and set up this one, just lock that one off. So we'll set up a dorm in through this other side initially. Now the merchants will be leaving soon. That's fine. smoothing the walls. There's a bit of slime running out, still outside. Just double check there's nothing nasty out there. Nope, everything's good. This will ultimately become quite an important place in the fortress, and so by smoothing it down, people will feel happy as they sort of move through here. We've still got the one really grumpy person, which is sort of chewing up a lot of the energy of the expedition leader as well. Let's go and start to build these. So we'll just go into the workshops. So we'll start off with a stone worker. Gabbro will do. And we'll do another one. This will be a workshops. This will be the carpenter's workshop. Make that one out of Gabbro. Workshop again. Need the mechanics workshop. That would be back in here though. Just wait for that one. Maybe we'll get the crafts dwarf back in through this other side. Alright, that's good. Next one back over here. I'll need a couple of stone workers, so I'll get a stone worker. I'll get a mechanics back over through this other side. Now, clothing, we're going to do that one somewhere separate. The jeweler is a good one to place down in this way as well. Actually, maybe not. Let's just leave that one out. Yeah, a lot of these we don't need down in this other side. Get a second stone worker in through there. Now we may need to get another crafts dwarf, maybe 2 crafts area. And we definitely need to get the mechanics as well, so we'll just get the mechanics working down this other side. Back over here, now this is where, this is sort of where the kitchens have to go, but not really. This would be like more like clothing. So clothing and leather. The loom. Yeah, leather worker. I'll build a leather worker up this way. Definitely want the loom. Probably end up with a couple of these. The mechanics can go over this way. Is that rabbit? Damn rabbit. So that's good. They're just getting everything set up in through here. Then we're going to have to start to build a lot of extra stuff with what we actually have in through this other side. So, yep, they've embarked on their journey. Really just got to make sure that there's no undead that wander in. Yeah, they haven't properly left yet. So if we just go back up to our meeting area. So this is the essentially, well, this is the manager's area, but we can just go through, now that we've got a manager, He'll go to his office once a day and just give work orders if we designate the work orders. So we've got like a lot of different zones in here now, which means we can start to get rid of the stuff that was happening at the top of the fortress. So let's go and start to figure that one out fairly soon. In fact, if we just go across into our work orders, so this is the work orders menu. Now I can load in, you can see I've got Control I. This is DF Hack allows me to import other ones that I've saved from previous games. So instead of building them all, I'm just going to do that one, Control I. And I think I just called them general orders. Yeah, so this one here has got like milk and animal. If we can make it sandstone blocks, I'm going to ditch that one. That's too... actually, I might change that one. Some of these we just can't do, like preparing the meals and things like this. This will then sort of reset itself. So we'll just go back across and we'll just have a look down through. This is sort of what we need to be working on. So just a whole lot of basic things that we end up having in the fortress. So with the blocks, now this is this work order has been validated by the manager. Change the number of times this task will be performed. That's the set the conditions. Make sandstone blocks. Yeah, we don't need that. Should be able to edit that one. Okay, let's ditch that one. Sure you want to remove this manager? Yes. Enter. So we'll make my own blocks. It's just because I do need to have a lot of blocks in the fortress for when we start to build other things. So whatever basic rock we have the most of, I'm just going to make them into blocks. So we'll just go and add these in. So this will be done at the stoneworkers. Make rock blocks. So it should be at the bottom. And we want to make a lot of these at a time. So we can use any shop, that's fine. Change the number of times. This is set the maximum number of workshops that can be used. That's all okay. Oh, this is material. This is what I could have done it with. Now we've got obsidian, but I don't want to be using obsidian for the blocks. So I'm just going to make them out of gabbro, because we'll be sort of getting a lot of gabbro, I think. So we'll make gabbro blocks. We'll make them, say, 30 at a time. And we want this to be then sort of followed on. So this is going to be the conditions. So amount of gabbro blocks available is less than 10. I'm going to make this one say less than 100. And amount of gabbro is greater than 5. So if there's more than 5 gabbro, it will then create 30 blocks at a time, and we'll keep on doing it until there's 100 or more blocks. That's all that will then mean that one does. Okay, that's fine, and then that's going to be a repeating one. So everything else I'm pretty much happy with. I don't think we have to go through any of these. This is just going to set up all of the basic things. For the fortress, we don't have any of this brew or easy meals. That's not, and milk animals, we don't have that available to us just yet, but we will get there eventually. So that's the work orders, so that will then be allocated, so we don't have to worry about those. So the manager will then sort of get involved in that. There we go. So yep, they're grabbing cloth and things, so they're just going to start to build whatever the basic work orders are. They'll just sort of work away. Now at the top of the fortress, I can now get rid of the workshops at the very, very top. We no longer need them up through here. I don't really want the dwarves up this way anymore. So we'll just go and remove this building. Everyone's now working away. Let's go down to F6. So this is nice and smooth. This is good. I've done a beautiful job down in here. Let's go and start to set up the various. This is technically a weakness in the fortress. So let's just go and start to designate the different doors and things. We want to put the doors on the outside edges here. So I'll just go back into furniture. This will be actually not furniture. Doors and hatches. So we go to doors, and I'm going to go and set this one to show the planner. So we've only got 2 available at this point in time. So I'm just going to go and start to designate where doors should go. And these we don't have any doors for these just yet. So as they're built, they'll then get positioned back into here. All right, so that will be good. In terms of the other bits and pieces that we need a door in there as well. Need a door in there as well at some point. Everything else is looking good there. In terms of, they haven't dug this out at all yet. So they're going to start to work in here fairly soon. You can see that some of them are just starting to do what they have to do to get things done. So it's going to become a lot more productive now in the fortress, now that we've got these work orders in place. Yeah, so it's got a lot of work to do. Oh, so John of Slick is despairing. He was out here. What the hell was he doing? What the hell happened out here? This is the goods from the caravan. Hang on, what the hell's going on? It's downstairs. We don't have to worry about that. There's nothing else there. Let's go back to F1 again. Now something happened. It must be the weather again that's actually caused the issues here. So he's hauling dwarven cheese. So something's happened in here where basically the caravan dropped all of its stuff as it was leaving. What are you doing? This is Gretchen. Hauling dwarven cheese, okay. I think he's just having a bit of an eat while he's here. Just chomping away. Is he bringing stuff back? Now going off to clean himself or herself. Just have to wait until everyone gets out there. Yeah, so it's still raining goo outside. So it's certainly impacting everyone, this weather. Who's this one? This is Wingard. What's she doing? Hauling cheese. But also eating and throwing up all over everything, making an absolute mess. Are you coming back? Nauseous, hauling splints. Comes one of the kids. He's doing a good job. He's hauling the giant cape. It's got silk. Come on, guys, get the stuff before anything bad happens. Okay, we're getting through it. We are getting through it. Have a quick look and make sure there's nothing undead. Yep, no, we're okay. Pick it all up, pick it all up. Getting through it. This is good. This is all going to come into the fortress. Now the other thing is we may run out of space. So it's these sorts of areas where with the stockpile, we'll just go and make it bigger again. Yep, that'll be okay. Now I could actually just rush it and grab everything for them, but we'll just wait outside here for them. Yep, they're certainly getting everything from there, which is fantastic. So we've certainly done well with all of this stuff. I wonder what happened to get them to drop it all. We've got silver bolts and all sorts of things in through here. Weather has cleared, this is good. They're still going to be walking around in the slime though, so what we'll find is that they will go down to the bottom layer. So F6 is where we've got this one. There's no slime down here just yet. Wash, yeah. So we'll end up with these bit of slime just being washed off everyone that does come back in through. Yeah, so we're starting to now pick up the slack in through this other side. Let's just go back up. We need them to build all of this as well, so we'll just keep on going in here. That will then sort of get us pretty much established. Let's go to F1. Look at the trail of vomit. Where have they gone? What's their path? Not much left there. There's a lot of stuff here. The iron helmet as well. There's some good things. We may be able to get a fourth member of the military out of this as well. Anyway, let's just see how we go. Come on, guys. Keep on moving. Kaz is having another meeting. That will be with barbers. Oh no, he's making coffins this time. It's Gretchen this time, the manager. A bit unhappy. Okay, rock coffins have been completed. Off they go again. They'll have this sorted out pretty quickly, I think. Just go back down the fortress again. So F6. What have I got? I've got F2 is the trade layer. F3 I haven't used. It's really just F6 at that stage. Okay, we've now got this one as well. Let's just go across and start to build the doors. Just make this into a dormitory. Barber's, yeah, is horrified, which is not good. Barber's is the one that's down the very, very bottom here. It's going to be the dormitory. Yeah, we won't bother naming it. Bit of slime again. Let's go back up the top, just see if there's anyone still fiddling about. Who's that? That's Barber's. Overwhelmed by horror. Yeah, it's this weather that's actually absolutely driving him nuts. Yeah, so he's not functioning. There's a kid just running through, having a bit of a laugh at him as they do. And what have we got left? Not much. But everyone's feeling pretty bad out here with all this goo. Barber's is going to be a bit of an issue, I think. I don't know what to do about him. There's not much left. Yeah, no issues there at this stage. Nothing dangerous. We'll sort of grab everything while we can. Yeah, they've got a heap of steel bolts there as well. We'll have a look and see what we've got, ultimately. We've got a heap of seeds now in the fortress. We've got a lot of food, a lot of drink, which is good. So things are looking pretty healthy in terms of the food and drink at the moment, particularly with this windfall that we had. It's a bit of a worry that so many people are becoming unhappy. Yeah, it's just got a handful of things left there. There's still a few little spots left over, but not a hell of a lot. And they are bringing up things to that we're going to be needing down below. Okay, they're almost done in here as well. I won't get them smoothing until we know that we've got everything from outside. Alright, so these have now pretty much done what we wanted them to do in terms of digging things out. So let's make it so that we end up with the storerooms now built. Let's build those. these now as well. Okay, we'll just get those storerooms done. Okay, he has moved off, that's good. Still a few little things in through here. Now the guinea cock is still in the cage as well. The clay loam there at the bottom. There's no one coming out for that. Yeah, they're just hanging around. They've got spaces there, so they could certainly make use of it if someone will go out and do it. No one wants to, though. Yeah, they're grabbing other things from downstairs. Now, eventually we get... Oh, there we go. Got someone going outside, I think. Yeah, here they come. Let's have a look and see again. And I've still got the three that are there. I've still got wood over this side as well. A little bit of wood on the ground. They'll be wanting to go and pick up. This is terrible. If you look at the tasks, yeah, store items. Oh, that's wood. Okay, is that it? Oh no, it's still there. Still got the three. I'll just have to wait for that one to come. Okay, well, we'll just let that one develop. We'll just have a quick look again and just see if there's any more undead outside. Nope, that's all good. Oh, here we go. We're now into winter. I might start smoothing the walls in the meeting hall and get the meeting hall established. That will be important. Okay, that's all pretty good there. Probably should just smooth the whole lot. Make the whole area nice, and then we'll sort of get things moving from here once that's all done. Okay, they're digging all this out, which is great. Probably really need this area done here more so. I think I might make this into the kitchens. Actually, no. This is definitely going to be clothing. Yeah, so they're all still working away on those. This is the area that I do need them to be focusing on in terms of getting things set up. Still, it gives me heaps of gabbro, which we can use for blocks. Yeah, nothing to worry about. So we get all this smoothed. And yeah, so far the food is actually okay, but we do need to start cooking some food. So I'll probably have to come up to this layer here. Will probably end up being our food or storage layer. This will probably be our food layer. Yeah, so we might just start to build the kitchens in here, I think. As well, don't want to go down that way. So we'll have 5 by 5. 1, 2, 3. 3, 4, 5. Okay, this will be the kitchens. And I think I'll pop the, I'll do like the shearing on the other side. Shearing and milking. It's all looking good. So this is going to be sort of like raw material, but and eventually we'll then move the stuff that's up the top down into here. This will just be stone. Metal ores, economic. This one, I will bring the economic ones down into here, the other stone as well, but not clay. So just leave that there. We'll just get other things in through here as well as they sort of dig more of it. And this one would be another wood stockpile. Just make doubly sure that we've got nothing outside. Yep, that's okay. Wood stockpile. We won't do the smelting until we get completely on top of the basic stuff, and then we'll start getting a smelting operation going. Okay, workshop layer is thumping along, which is great. Hang on, what's going on there? Yeah, I think it's okay. Not sure what he was doing. Okay, let's create this into a into the meeting hall. This is the planner. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we'll just go down and do more. This will be our main meeting area. Accept. Dwarven Hall, there we go. Means we can go back up the top, F1, F2, and then just get rid of the meeting hall that's in here. So we set up a temporary one in through this other side. Now, are they still up top here? Things have cleared away the vomit. Yeah, there's still got the 3 there. A bit of snow is now falling. They're bringing the wood in from up top as well. This is all good. And then ultimately, once we get enough blocks, we'll then start to build out this other side as well. Now this will be changed. We're not going to do metal. Blocks of stone and clay, that'll be fine. Blocks of metal, none of those, and other materials as well, none of those. So just a block area. Wood, I'm not going to allow wood to be there anymore because we now actually have wood further deeper into the fortress. So we're going to be wanting these to be replaced. The blocks will need to, this will be for building up the top when it's time. So we'll sort of start to get that one ready once we're done. Okay, a lot of vomit in through that side. Yep, it's coming together quite nicely. So dormitory is there. That will make some of them a bit happier. Bring that wood down. Okay, these guys are going crazy down here now, which is great. So we'll just wait for all of this to be sorted out. Then we do need to get another area up above for furnishings and things like this. So that will be where the finished goods end up getting stored. We still haven't done this layer yet either. We've got a lot of work to do. Yeah, they're working really fast now. There's that damn rabbit. Just check again and see if it's... Yep, still got all three there. Ah, we've got a foal. It's cool. So we've got a foal in amongst it with the two horses. This is good. Bedroom layer there eventually. Okay, so I'll just keep on working on that. Yeah, we do need to get them into here just to get the food done. Okay, so things are sort of working out pretty well. They're just, you know, they're using the dormitory. That's good. We should start to build the bedroom layer again fairly soon. I mean, as long as they're using this, that will do for now. It's Voodoo Dog. Until we really get everything else dug out, there's no point in trying to sort of do anything tricky with this troll. That's all okay. I feel like I've missed something. Johnny Slick saying, "Why am I outside?" Which one's yours? Actually, Kaz is really happy, digging away. Likes the job. Voodoo Dog likes his job. Her job, sleeping. Crunch, the farmer, enjoys the fortress. It's really just Barber's is the only one that really is bad. Anyway, we'll see what happens. Yeah, nothing bad outside at this stage in the winter. F1. There's no snow that's fallen a little bit. I think fell over here, but not much. We said bring these inside. There's a bit of snow over there. Just a dusting of snow. Who's that? That's Barber's. Yeah, they're bringing logs in. The other thing we could do would be to start to build while we're actually out here. I might as well get them to start building the entrance into the fortress. So we end up with a ultimately a way in. Now I'm trying to think of the best way to use this. Do we come in straight off the volcano and do something up that way? Maybe we do. I can't use my miners to dig anything out through here, so I think I'm just going to have to build a like a bit of a keep. Well, let's get this one started anyway. So we'll go with the constructions, the walls, and I'll build it out to this depth. Oh, hang on, this isn't what I wanted. Cancel. I need to actually have control over this. Otherwise, it'll just build it out of any old thing. So we hide the planner, keep building, and we select the material after placement. And this will be blocks. This will be the where's the other blocks that we were doing? Gabbro blocks. There they are. It's only got 3 of them. Wow. Okay. In that case, what else have we got? Maybe we do the bottom floor in obsidian. Right, that'll do us. And then we I've only got 3. I'll just leave it like that for now. So we'll need to build this one up fairly high, particularly at the back. Comes the visitor. It's still all hidden away. It's all been dug out, which is good, or nearly all dug out. So a little way to go down through this other side, but that's all pretty good. Digging out this one now as well. Haven't started on this layer yet, which we do need them to do. I could block off so that they focus on this one, but they'll get there eventually. Actually, maybe I will. Don't need those, that's okay. Let them finish off that one as well. We haven't opened this one up yet. We haven't set this up properly yet, but we don't really need to at this point in time. Yep, I think that's all okay. There's all sorts of seeds and stuff on that one. Got a petition to eradicate monsters. I'm going to deny that at this stage. So the creative wealth is only 10,000 at this stage, which is not very much. So that's, we're not really much of a threat at this stage. We're still just building up. Eventually we'll be doing very, very well, but it's going to take a while. Wooden bins have been completed, that's good. This is good as well. So we're starting to now build these. I really should get more of the obsidian as well. We don't need much. Just get a few of them. Just make it the one that we do initially. This is good. They've sort of been working away, which is great. So, Pacific New Kitty Cat saying, "Where's Big Guy McBiceps?" It's my dwarf. Actually, where is he? Harvesting plants downstairs. Oops. Oh no, he's out here. Harvesting plants. I don't know what he's doing out there. He's just hauling logs at this stage. Here comes the snow. Last one. Okay. Just wait for these to be dug up, but this is good. This is actually sort of working out fairly well. I might actually leave I'll leave a gap in there. I'll just suspend the construction there. And we will actually dig the staircase, start to dig the staircase up. We're going to have to dig a fair way up to about this level here, really. So we have to go up 2 levels at least. Stairs. I'll start down in here. We've got granite blocks. We've got 16 granite blocks. Let's make these out of granite. These don't actually go anywhere, but that'll be okay. It didn't seem to work, did it? It's better. Let's make sure that this is all one type. Yeah, so I need 16. I need 20. Diorite, I'll do it with that. There we go. This will all be one type of stone staircase. Now, have they got that other equipment inside yet? Nope. So we'll start to dig the actual tower itself. Not that we're going to do anything with this for a little while, but we'll just sort of keep it going. I haven't got to this bit of it yet, but they're getting close. Now the trouble we're going to have here is how we then sort of do all of the other bits and pieces. There's a bit of we've got a lot of different rooms we have to then place on this one. Actually, no, I don't. I can still just get the corners done. I'll build everything else out of gabbro. I think out of the gabbro blocks. I'll keep the bottom layer obsidian. Strange. Let me do it. Ah, I was in the wrong spot. Okay, so this will be, we've got granite blocks in through there, but we want the gabbro blocks in this case just for the corners. So I'll just do this bit by bit, and then end up essentially just building up this this area. In fact, I'm going to have to build a floor across this other side, which is actually okay. That won't really matter that much. Okay, that bit's done. The flooring, yeah, maybe I. Oh no, I'll try. I'll just try to do it without the floor, without putting flooring in. Actually, this is going to be no. It should still be okay, I think. Actually, this is going to be a pain in the ass trying to do this. I'll put the flooring in. We can always just remove the flooring afterwards. And we've got heaps of peach wood. Eventually be closed off, so we don't need to worry about that one so much. We'll get those built relatively quickly. And once that's done, we're then going to be okay just to build the rest of this. Now the next layer above this one has to be the military layer. We'll come back and designate that one afterwards. They can't access it until they build the floor. Now they can. Just double check there's nothing else nasty outside with them. Nope, that's all okay. The weather's cleared. We're getting there. Yeah, this should be the gabbro blocks. We've only got 3. Why aren't they building them? Let's go down to that layer. We need a lot of them. Yeah, I've got heaps of gabbro, so we'll just we'll just keep on throwing these together. We need a lot of it. Yeah, they've dug that out, which is good. And they're digging out the this area here, which is also good. We need this one for the just to get our food under control. Yeah, hauling Gabbro. All right, so this little area through here is going to be where we end up doing all the cooking. So we'll just go back into our workshops, farming, and we need to have the kitchen. We need to have a still. Okay, that'll be okay. Back over here, we need to have a farmer's area. There we go. Then continue on. And then this will be given instruction then to cook the food and also to brew the drinks. And they'll sort of just do their automatic things. Still raining a bit of slime at the top. Let's have a quick look and see. Yeah, so this one here, the Gabbro blocks, I really need to just get more and more of them. Ah, here we go. Okay, that'll be the Gabbro blocks there. Okay, we just keep on getting more and more. This next layer, we'll just get more of the flooring down as well. Now we've got we're working on top of other things there, but in this next one we're going to need to have like just a largish area of flooring. We need a lot of one different type of logs. I need 20 of these. 45 peach wood, we'll do those. Okay, so we've still got another layer above that as well before we get to the very, very top. Gabbro blocks there in the corners. And then this layer will ultimately be a military layer where we'll end up with various fortifications all the way along. But again, we just need more blocks done. Okay, they've milked the mare, as in the horse mare, not the mare of the fortress. Now the trouble we have here is that we're quite like that's really, we've sort of got a very, very steep cliff right next to us. We're going to have to dig that cliff out ultimately. And we'll also need to get a drawbridge in here, so I might as well get that one built. And this will be opening from the top. I'll make this out of andesite. Oh, I can make it out of granite actually, or anything really. I've got obsidian. Maybe we'll make it an obsidian drawbridge. The Black Tower. Check that we don't have anything else out with us. Nope, that's still all good. I've had a bit of luck with all of this. I might go down and just, yeah, actually all of these is designated for chopping, which is good. It's hazel, apricot, plum, hazel, sand pear, that's okay. Peach, plum, peach in through there as well, that's fine. It's now late winter, and we've now got the this is the obsidian bridge. This is the going to be the essentially the access point into the fortress when we get it all sort of finished off. We've got a long way to go though. Let's just go down to the bottom layers again. It's funny they haven't got their designation. Oh, there we go. Yeah, they're brewing drink. That's good. Alright, so main drawbridge, I think we'll just put it here, maybe even in the middle here. Alright, we're back into early spring, so we've been here for 1 year now. So Tenra is saying the message log in Distimos 2 should be split into different tabs, one all tab and then message. Yeah, that would be good actually. That'd be good to do that. I hope you leave suggestions for the devs, because they do like them. We've got one grumpy. We've got a few that are heading that way, but if we can get this tower built, that will be useful. Spring has arrived. That's good. Surely everyone will be happy after this. Now we've got this one through here. We're just going to go and change the name of this one. This will be the front gate. And we're going to link the lever. It's okay. Like a building. Just make sure that one is done straight away. Okay, So still a little way to go up to get up to the top here. Hopefully we've got some Gabbro things done. Oh, hang on. So Shadow Tiger, Dwarven Child withdraws from society. Why? Strange mood. Well, I don't know what Shadow Tiger's up to. Let's just have a bit of a look and see. Is it going to claim a workshop? It is. It's peculiarly secretive and in a strange mood. Now, it's wanting something. It's probably wanting bones. Okay, this is the reason I make them into these sorts of little rooms is so I can actually lock it off with a door and then lock it in and then just let it starve, because if it doesn't get what it needs, it is going to end up starving. Okay, well, I'm going to have to butcher it. I can always just change things again afterwards. This is not the animating biome in here, so we're sort of okay with this. Get the butchers and the tanners. Otherwise it would be, he'd be going off and grabbing something. These to be built. Tenor is saying, do the devs read the Steam discussion thread? I believe so. Yes, I think so. They may not respond, but they do. They do tend to read them. And yeah, so no, there's certainly discussion. There's like a beta group as well where they certainly, you know, they're fairly active in the beta group, but I'm pretty sure they still read all the stuff from the Steam forums and things. I'm going to have to slaughter the foal. It's all we can do. You're not going to see anything in here if he's being particularly secretive. Well, let's go and we've got to be yeah, one above is I think okay. Like that's safe enough. It's just not safe on this other side. But we'll fix that one up ultimately another time. So we'll just go and set up the rest of this. So constructions, this will be fortifications this time. And then the Gabbro blocks. Okay, I've only got enough for 2 on this side. So we'll leave that. Now we've got 26 there, I need 20 in here. No other wood. Oh, sand pear logs, that'll do. Okay, that's done. So keep on bringing these up. New kitty cat saying later make big guy big biceps room floor like the American flag, please. I'm not sure what you mean by that. Oh, as in change the shape of it. I don't think I wouldn't have the ability to do that. It'd have to be a massive area to do the American flag. Do the French flag. That's about it, I think. I'm going to deny these requests at this stage. So we'll eventually, like, we're starting to now head towards where we will actually have like a decent construction. This is still the only way in, which is fine. It's now got the mechanisms, that's good. Still, that's just normal rain finally. I'll clean things up a bit. Oh, an elven caravan has arrived. We've got all this chopped down wood out the front here as well. I probably won't bother dealing with them. Here they come. Yeah, we won't worry about the elves. They'll be angry because of all the wood that they'll see. Going down. Now, if we got the still building this. Good. All right, so that's the tanner's shop, and there's the butcher's. Okay, so we now need to butcher an animal. So we'll go down to the bottom layer again. And unfortunately, the foal is going to have to be sacrificed. Where do we do this? Yeah, butcher. Yes. The others are pets. This one's this is no one's pet. Just follow Kithix back up. The foal. It's a cruel world. Now that's been done. Automatically there'll be the ability to, like, it'll be tanner hide will now sort of be done straight away. And where are you off to? Yep, so he's going in, he's picking up the bone. Yeah, so it was bone that he needed. So that gets him started on whatever he's going to be building. He's off to get other things. So hopefully he's got everything that he needs to build whatever it's going to be. Yeah, so we had to do it. We had to sacrifice the foal. Back into the workshop. And has he started working? No, he hasn't. There's still something else missing. Oh no, he has begun. Okay, so he has actually now started to build his mysterious construction. So this will be the first artifact. How old is Shadow Tiger? 16. Yeah, so almost an adult. He'll be a master crafts dwarf after this, I think. Maybe not actually. Sometimes the kids don't end up getting that. All right, that's fine. That's all good. Everything else has been sort of established. It's all been put together. Slightly putting the flooring on this piece. I'm not even going to trade with the elves. Okay, that's all good. And is that an undead? No, it's just a magpie. Let me just double check again. No, everything's good. All right, here we go. So Shadow Tiger, the Dwarven Child, has created a Dumeth Besh Dosimetreth, a horsebone statue of dwarves. He offers it to the Saber of Infernos, which is us. So that's good. We'll just go back in and have a look at this thing. So this is, if we have a look at this one through here, and we can, it's only worth 2,000, so it's not really worth a hell of a lot. The item's masterly designed image of dwarves in horsebone. The dwarves are travelling. The artwork relates to the foundation of overbridges by the Saber of Infernos in the spring of 301. It's decorated with hyena leather and encircled with bands of horsebone. There we go. So we had to kill a foal for that. Had to kill a foal for just that one little piece. Now I'm going to put a pedestal. I'm going to start to have these things. Where should we do that? Back up through here. In the meeting hall. So we'll start to just bring in the different bits and pieces. So we'll just go and build a, I think it's under furniture. Yep, display cabinet. And then we'll place that on there. First thing of value in the fortress. Great, so we'll assign a new display item. This will be the, that was a figurine, wasn't it? No, that's not the one. Is it a statue? It wasn't a statue. Oh, it is a statue. All right, so we'll place that one on there. Make everyone feel happy. until someone steals it, which is likely to happen. Constructions, walls. Go that way. Oh, and I forgot to do these. So I better plug that gap. Okay, that's done. Now I just need to suspend the construction in the corners, just so that they can actually get the corners done. Okay, so we've got, once that one goes up, that's going to be the top layer. Now we still need to make a top area through here as well. Instructions, this will be flooring. Now we need 20, yeah, 28 will do. I'll just use peach wood again. And we need to then block this off, because this will be the this will be still be a weakness, but it's not going to be terrible. And then that will be the top of the fortress. They're all waiting for construction. Okay, that's now, this layer's all done with the fortification. And eventually what we'll do is we'll end up with a walkway that extends out across to the into the volcano, or across the top of the volcano. But that's a long way down the track. No one's done the corner ones just yet. Okay, come on, get these corners done. I'm seeing movement, but nothing. They're still building the top in here. This has to be locked down. They'll get there eventually, I guess. Food and drink is okay at this stage. We don't have to worry about that. I am worried about how sad the dwarves are. Okay, they've almost got this this flooring done, which is great. So this is now going to be almost boxed in. The only weakness is going to be these hatch covers. Oh, hang on, seeking infant. That's always a dangerous sign. Oh, giving birth to a boy, okay. Okay, that's fine, I think. So the baby is around somewhere. It wouldn't have been stolen yet. It's the first birth at the fortress. Might open these up now. There's the statue with the Dumith Besh Dosistenrath as the on display. Yeah, come on. Oh, why aren't you doing this? It's like they can't get there. There's no reason for anyone to go on the roof anymore. So I've almost got this thing now fully contained. The other thing would be to make this into flooring potentially because of the yeah, that's open space. That's actually potentially the problem. Though open spaces should still be able to work diagonally. Let's just see what happens if we change that to flooring. There should be a. It should actually indicate that there's a problem though, if that's the case. Lady consort visiting. The merchants will be leaving. We're not going to trade with them. Now, will they finish this off? If that's the case, then we know that we have to do that with the others. Yes, we do. Okay. So we need to do that. Let's just go back across. So we'll get rid of that one now. And build the others. Then we'll allow the other corners to be built. I could still build the wall on top of these, but I'll pull them down. Great. All right, then we just need to pop those in there, and then that'll be good. That'll be then done. And then we'll start to build into the actual rock itself as well. I might start to dig this out as well, make a cliff into this region. I'll start there. So I need to sort of keep things away from that from the height where we've got the fortification. So I need to be pushing things right away from this. That rabbit's certainly at home, isn't it? In the fortress. They're not doing much in here, pulling these things apart. They should be. Okay, another baby. Come on, get up there. Pull these down. We've got easy access to them, so there shouldn't be an issue. Slime down in here now. Still digging those out. Everything's going pretty well. There we go, they've done it all in one go. And just go to the Gabbro blocks. Got a heap of these now. partition. Just won't allow them just yet. Alright, so this tower is now sort of essentially done. I do want to start to pick up the flooring in here as well. And we'll make this out of blocks. Just to get it nice and clean. Good. The tower is now basically done, so that's we can eventually come up the top and do other things if we wanted to. Oh, more migrants. Oh, I attracted no migrants. That's a shame. Now what we're going to do ultimately in through here is just fix up all of this stuff as well. I'm going to go and remove that hatch cover. And then we'll start to dig down into the actual fortress itself and sort of beautify this whole area. So the only access point will still be this this location in here. Now, in terms of this, let's have a look and see what our workers are still working on. I might get them up the top again now. And then we'll sort of, we should see the top of the fortress sort of kick on in. Yep, here we go. Now what we need to do here is to then start to build rock areas. Now I think I'm going to dig, so we've got this one built in through here. Now we should also then have this bit dug. In fact, it already has been dug. That's good. And really just want to make sure that I keep on digging down. So I'll dig those fairly quickly. In the meantime, we need to sort out this area. Now I do want to get this to a point where I end up having stone in around this as well. Now it's going to be further out that way as well. And ultimately we're going to need to keep on channeling out through here as well, so I might as well just do it while I'm here. And the other thing we need to do is to just come back in and just clean up the ramps bit by bit. Oops, hang on, is that right? 'Cause Yeah, that should still be okay. Okay, they've done that bit of it. So I might just go back up the top here a little bit. And then we'll just come back in once they've done that. So these areas in through here. Now we need to have a ramp that goes up there, but we need to now establish the blocks in through this other side as well. Gabbro blocks. So I just want to make this so that it's nice and neat. Just while we're here. Where's the other gabbro blocks? There they are. I don't have to actually do the diagonals, but it'll still look a little bit neater by doing it this way. Now if they struggle with that, it'll be because of the ramp. Let's see how they went with the digging of this one. And then ultimately we'll be able to sort of smash our way through here to get some sort of access into the lava as well. Dig this one straight down. This just gives us protection from the from units being able to jump across into like onto the roof. While they're doing that, we'll just come back down into here. Yeah, they still haven't built those yet. That's interesting. We need to set this one as an up ramp. So constructions, ramp. And again out of the gabbro blocks. almost done there. One more. All right, that's a gabbro upward slope. I don't know if we can place it in here. This is a problem. I'm just going to go and designate this one for removal, just so we can get this one done. Oh, and this one we don't have access to either. Okay, I can always come back and do these afterwards. That's not really important. It's this stuff in here that will ultimately be important. Let's get these dug. We've still got the ramp that goes down that way, which is fine. Come on, someone should be doing this one. Just gotta wait. I'm guessing the miners must be sleeping or something. Yeah, drinking. It's good. All right, so that one should now be built. We can still get down onto this layer, so we'll come back and do this one last. That'll be okay. We'll just dig those out and then we'll dig them down afterwards. That way it's just going to give me access. And in the meantime, we'll just go and start to build more of these up ramps. So gabbro blocks. Okay, that's now been done. So I've really got this one more layer to go. That's done. So might as well do these as well. Okay. It's funny, if you get the wrong order, it becomes a bit of a pain in the bum. This is a problem. Again, I can fix this one up from the other side. right, this is good. Then we can just do the up ramp in through here. And that will also be the gabbro blocks. I'm not out to do those yet. They'll then give access into this other area. When we do the staircase, we're going to have access into these other positions. Okay, it's getting there. Yeah, mine still aren't doing anything. The other one's coming back up. So we need that one done. There we go, that's good. And then we can now dig these down as well. So that will be actually good. So back we go, channel down. And then that will then just give us a full channel all the way through. Then we're into rock there anyway. Here we are, early summer now. Geez, we're rattling through the seasons. Come on, game. Right, so this will eventually we'll get this one done, which will be fine. Awesome. That gives us the next way down. So that takes us into this next layer, and we'll then just do the next layer as well. And so this is going to be now for the caravans. The caravans will sort of continue to sort of wind their way through, and then all of this way through in through here as well. At the moment, this is solid rock. I think I can deal with that. It's going to open up these different things. We'll just go and remove that. So that'll be where the caravan comes, and then we're going to ditch all this stuff and block this off. Finally, it's sort of not yet, but we will. Actually, we could even do that now. We could even do that now once we sort of get this stuff established. That's good. And we don't need to use this yet. So we can now come back in and resume construction there. And this is all good. It's a bit close there, but I'll leave it where it is. Let's clean up the ramps. Yep, that's good. So that brings it down into this other side. Yeah, I can still just lock the doors. It'll do okay for a little while, but ultimately we're going to be wanting to put some other things in there. I might actually remove that door just so I can actually then put a piece of rock in there as well. Yeah, so this has actually now worked out fairly well. Yeah, we now have the access point into the actual fortress. Oh, he's offered to the created Lundra deck. What is that one? Oh, I didn't even realise he was possessed. So big guy McBiceps. So it didn't stop him. What's this one worth? A bit more than the other one. There's a diorite mechanism, all crafts of the highest quality. So it looks like big guy McBiceps will now be a master. Actually, no, still only a woodcutter. I thought he would actually have incredible abilities as a mechanic. He's only novice. Strange. All right, sometimes they don't get the benefits, and he didn't get the benefits. Well, that's another one for the main location. Put that on the quartzite pedestal. Interesting. Does Steam version do well on Linux these days? I wonder. I haven't played this until months after Steam launch, but I stick to Linux now. Might pick up again when Adventure Mode drops. I'm not sure, actually. I'm really not sure. I did see something written about it somewhere, though. I think they're trying to support it, but I don't know. I don't know what the status is like. There we go. Now this is a mechanism. There it is. Let them marvel at what we've got through here. Dwarven baby there, that's okay. All right, back up the top again. We've certainly been focused a lot on the top of the fortress. Okay, this is now locked in. Oh, now technically, Headmaster is actually blocked in. Don't know if he can get down. Okay, what we can do here is just go and put a temporary flooring in. It's funny how they get stuck with certain things. He's looking over the lip and going, "Oh, I can't do it! I can't do it!" There you go. Now you can do it. Right, he's off. That one there, I might just get rid of that one manually. So that one can be now removed. Okay, so that's all working pretty well. Now back in through here, we just need to build this one up to the top of the fortress. Yeah, I've got all those voodoo dogs giving birth to a girl as well. Yeah, we might as well open this all up now. So see if that does give us access up. Human caravan has now arrived. Now I'm actually going to have to get going, so I think what I'll do is I won't worry about any of these guys actually. We're out of drink. That shouldn't have happened. But I think I'll leave it here, guys. So thanks for watching, and yeah, maybe back tomorrow. I'll see how I go. But yeah, there's not much. Yeah, they haven't done this. They're not. It's like they're not. They can't actually access that one. They should be able to. That one should be accessible to them. Comes to humans. Yeah, I think I'll leave it.